Hello, this is Magnoliaempress here to do the June readings for Aries. How's everyone doing? I'm praying everyone is safe and doing well. And June is, even though it's just the third day of the month, I hope everyone is having a good start to their month. Let's see what is our focus for the reading today. Alright, so for our first reading, we're talking about the sexual arts for Aries. Ooh, this lighting is horrible. Just let me fix this lighting right quick. Okay, let's bring this. Okay, that's very cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna bring it in so you can see. Sexual arts. Alright, moving forward. Okay, so Spirit, tell us what we need to know for Aries for the month of June about the sexual arts. Do we need to open up more? What Spirit, what do we need to know as far as the sexual arts for Aries for the month of June? Okay. Three of Cups, so it seems like it's a pleasant time at the moment. As far as your, I get primal energies. All right. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. I'm working with a new tripod, so that's just much better. All right, so right now as far as, okay, so if you're working with, is this echo on? No, okay, I digress. Anyway, right now you're congregating with friends and stuff because it's time for a renewal, making a transformation and focus on things with your emotions. And that could be just the state of the energy of everything around us right now, as you know. So it's very aware of, and it's a statement against morals. But right now, everything as far as social status, and not status, but the state of society is, everything is erratic and out of order, and it's causing a lot of pain, and a lot of truth is coming to the light. Things that maybe either you or someone around you has been avoiding for a long time, and now it's time to get a new perspective on things in order for you to manifest the things that you want. But be mindful of not coming from a place of hardship. Don't let the energy around you make you grow cold. And you have a lot of energy that's brewing, but you don't want it to become very negative. Okay, so let's get some clarification on this. All right, what is this about? Ten of Swords. Okay, so now we're at the end of the road, definitely, for things. So I think this reading really doesn't have necessarily anything to do about sex. It's more about just feeling your emotions. The emotions that we have right now are just very raw. And even now, as I look at this card, You see all of this fire and lava that's just brewing. And then almost as if this angel is like protecting him. He's not sure of what to do with it. He's stressed and aggravated and irked, and he's looking for some spiritual guidance right now, or maybe he's looking for a person to come and provide him comfort and say, I hear you, I see you, I understand what's going on. And that's really the state that we're in right now, especially if you live here in the United States. So yeah, this Ten of Swords energy is it's time for things to change. You don't want to do this fight on your own. It's time for it being like a one-sided conversation. And it's time for justice to prevail. So, and it's time for things to be back in balance. So, Spirit, you have anything else you want to say for Aries right now in the month of June? As far as the energy that we're in, what's this? You're over it. You're tired of mourning about it, okay? Four of Cups. Some help is coming. It's even putting you in a depressive state. So right now, I don't want to say you're in a funk. You're just over it. And there's confusion around. You're not really trying to understand how we got to this state. With the Five of Pentacles, we're at a rock bottom. And we just had enough. So now it's time with this Page of Wands at the bottom. You can't see it. With this Page of Wands at the bottom, it's just time to get a message of change to come into play. All right. So let's get some answers. Let's see how we can get back into the light. And that advice is nourishment. Okay. So it's time to feed our souls at the moment. Okay. We need some healing right now on a spiritual level, community, all of that. So, Spirit, how can Aries find the healing that they want right now? Look at things that are tempting you. Let's find out what our triggers are and try not to let that affect. Seize this moment as an opportunity to make change on a personal level, on a business level, career-wise. Let this change be something that is not just for the moment, and it needs to be something that we can build on forever. It's something that can last. Okay, we need to really, really work on this. Find the balance. King of Wands. This is you showing up, Aries, with the fire sign. Charity with this Six of Coins. High Priestess and the Queen. Okay, we could just cover up these. We don't really need these at the moment anyway. I think I'm going to start doing that from now on. All right. So, work with me. Thank you. All right. Now, as I was saying, we need to, once we figure out what these triggers are and what our vices are, maybe it's a Capricorn that may be coming in to help with this Devil card. And we're in the energy of things that we do now are not just going to be like a conversation where we talk about it and we have this round table. Now is a moment of action. We're actually going to take the ideas that we have and put them to work. We're going to get into groups and think tanks and Maybe some contracts will be coming out for people to, in moments where everything was really one-sided, you didn't really have a diverse group of people talking with each other to find ways to find out the different opinions on matters. This will be a time for maybe some contracts, some consultation work for you if you're coming in, and then this will help get the balance that we need to make things work out better. And in turn, that'll bring some money to you also. So, but you have to, the main thing we have to do is really trust our intuition at this moment and make sure that we are true to ourselves. And once we do that, we can have this Queen of Coins energy where we are using things that'll help out not just us as an individual, as our livelihoods and our household incomes, but also help out the community as well. And then the blinders will have to be taken off, and we have to see the truth, and we can't just say we don't know what's going on anymore. So let's try to clarify some more. Tell us about this devil energy, spirit. What is this devil card about? And keep in mind, the devil card is not always about some demon coming in to distract you. It's just about telling us to, okay, be mindful of the okie doke. Don't fall for it. The door is open for you to get out of whatever trouble that you're having at the moment. Just step out of it. You have the free will. And that's what this Nine of Pentacles is about. This is an individual. This card is about individuals who are very independent and very self-sufficient. And that's the state of mind that we need to be in, that you need to be in right now, because you have to believe that you can be a part of the change. You are capable of making this change happen, especially with this King of Swords energy right here. That's the air energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're all about seeking the truth, finding the answers, and making sure that everyone benefits. It's about the logical stand on everything. So if you're in an energy right now where your emotions are, you feel like your emotions are getting the best of you, and because of that, it's having you at a standstill, if you can just start talking to people, take that fire energy that you have and put it towards, what can I do to make change? And even if it is just having a conversation with someone where y'all listen to each other, that helps. So that is what I'm suggesting for you right now. Maybe you just need to realize that you're not alone. And just take your time and things will work out. Change doesn't happen overnight. I mean, it may feel like that because when payday comes and that direct deposit hits, but if the big changes, is going to take work. So, all right. Yeah, you can do it, but you just have to keep the fight. You have to stay in it. And eventually with this Eight of Cups, things will get better. So just have faith. Keep pushing and everything will turn around. All right. So let's get a card of advice. And today I'm going to use the Angels and Ancestors deck for the final outcome. And we have Moon. Take note of intuitive messages. So right now I suggest paying attention to your dreams, pay attention to songs, pay attention to as you go out through your day and things happen that kind of like stir up your spirit in a way. Make a note of that. write it down somewhere. And just be patient with yourself. You don't have to know all the answers, but you have to put up the effort to want to know the answers and want to know how to make that change, okay? All right, so this is the first reading for Aries, and I'll be back with the second. Okay, so the second reading for Aries talks about pride, right? Okay. So let's see. Spirit, tell us, what does Aries need to focus on as far as pride for the month of June? What's going on with pride for Aries for the month of June? Okay. What's going on with Aries as far as pride for the month of June? Alright. Okay, so as far as, this is just weird. I don't know. I digress. Okay. So as far as pride go, maybe, all right, I'm gonna have to talk this one out. Okay, so maybe you got a message that the family is being affected some kind of way. It's not, everything is being divided. With this Ten of Cups, you're not feeling there's some underhanded stuff that's going on with the Seven of Swords, but it's coming to the light. It's something dealing with money and maybe your retirement, or something that you were expecting an outcome, but it has changed, and it changed drastically. And with this Two of Swords in reverse, it's a decision that was made unbeknownst to you. But either way, it's going to break you out of depression, and it's still going to come out in your favor. This is interesting. So maybe a decision was made and the outcome of it was supposed to negatively affect you, but yet some help came from some direction on that you were not aware of. And it worked out for your good. Okay. So maybe, I don't know if it has to, okay, so maybe a third party person or something like that came in with some information to stir the pot in a group, whether it be your friends or family. They wanted to cause some drama or mess, but the plan didn't work. They really they didn't want you to know anything about it. And because of that, it was blocked. And now, and they're the ones that are upset, and they're the ones that they didn't want, that their plan didn't work out. I think that is what this is about. I don't think it has anything to do necessarily with your pride. just the pride of theirs. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with your family, because then here we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out in the upright position. So this doesn't have anything to do with your inheritance or your retirement. Oh my God, Spirit, help me with that. Pick that. Five of Pentacles. So they had to run away. So somebody or someone was jealous. I just got the word jealous. Okay. Tell me, can you give me more, Spirit, please? This is interesting. What is this? Yeah. Maybe somebody was manipulating you, but you just didn't fall for it. Can you give me more information, Spirit? What is this a reference to? Yeah. Someone didn't like the confidence that you had in yourself, and they don't understand that you worked for this. You did what you had to do to be in a position that you're in, and now you're reaping the benefits of it, and they just can't stand it, point blank in the period. Because now you went from a place of always having to struggle to get the things that you need, and now you're at a point where things are you're gaining interest on the work that you did. You put that savings account of work that you put in, now is starting to grow interest on it, on that principle. Okay. Yeah, with the privileged lady, you've worked for it, and everybody is seeing the benefits of it, and there's someone around you who is just jealous, and they want you to they don't want people to see how they want to say that you're arrogant, but you're not arrogant, you're just successful. So because you have a sense of humility about yourself. Especially with this Four of Cups in reverse. You're not the kind of person you may second guess yourself sometimes, but you always eventually realize that you're made for this. You're built for this. You did your work. Spirit always comes in and reminds you that you deserve to be happy. Because you did the progression of moving from, you started from the bottom and now you're here, basically. Yeah, with the privileged woman. So it's you, if you're a couple, it's two of you that have worked together. Or maybe you have, or if this is in reference to your relationship, maybe they can't understand why you have the spouse that you have, or why you have the partner that you have. They really just can't understand it. They don't understand what goes on behind the scenes, and why this person is so proud to be with you. Okay? But whoever this person is, they just need to back the fuck up, because it's none of your business. I mean, worry about your own relationship. Why you even care about mine? You know what I mean? But child, that's just people. Always got something to say about somebody. What is this card? Why is it out? The Hierophant. I'm not sure why that's out, but if it means something, it'll come out in this deck. So let's see what the suggestion card is. Focus. Just focus on yourself. Don't even worry about these other people and they bullshit. Spirit, what does Aries need to focus on for the month of June with this scenario? Okay. anything else. There's that damn devil card coming up again. If there's someone around you who's trying to distract you, keep your distance from them. If you have a vice or something right now that maybe you were over and now it's starting to creep back up, just reconsider. Okay. You don't have to bite the apple. All it takes is one shot of run to throw you back. You know that. So don't do that. I just felt the need to say that, okay? All right. So, okay, remember how this vice that you had in your past, if you remember, allow the regret that or the memories of how this vice had you down to shake you out of your worry and shake you out of the stress of this other person. Stop and remember what's important. Stop and remember the opportunity that you have now. And just remember, you don't have to go through that. You don't need to learn that lesson again. You already learned that lesson. So why don't let anybody pull you backwards? Okay? And if you focus on the things that are important and remember that you did what you had to do to reap the benefits of this, with this 7 of coins in reverse, and remember that even though you are successful, there's still more that you can do. Baby, you can never have too much money, okay? Just as long as you keep your humility about yourself, then everything will work out in your favor and you will progress even more, okay? So keep your focus. Don't let anybody throw you off of your path. You've been on your path for a while now, and unfortunately, you just have some jackass that's coming through that's mad about it. But it's like, are you little mad or big mad? Which one is it? Either way, I don't care, you know? Right. Follow your calling and move forward. But don't feel like you have to justify yourself with this person either. Just show them in action. You know, let your everyday life speak for you. Okay? Don't get off your throne to talk to the peasants. Okay? And I feel like I need to clarify that. I'm not saying have a Queen Catherine moment where you're like, let them eat cake. You know, don't argue. Don't get into an argument with a fool, because all that do is make you look foolish too. So just think about, is it really worth it for you to argue back and forth with this person or confront this person about what they're doing? Because what you want is going to manifest anyway. Okay, remember in the beginning of this reading, we had the 3 of Wands was reversed. But if you keep your focus, then what you want will come to be anyway. I just heard as above, so below. So if you have prayed for this, then it will come to pass. Okay? Especially if it's in the will. It's in the right will of God and your higher power. Okay? All right, so let's get a final outcome card for this reading. And my head is itching. Okay, trust your intuition again. That's that crown chakra. All right. We have Peacekeeper. let go of the need to be right. All right. So in other words, if you know, or if you find out that there's some person around you that's trying to stir the pot or make things difficult for you, you don't have to voice that. Just make a note of that person and act accordingly. You know, keep your distance from them. Don't tell them your business, any new ideas you have, because you don't want them to put the energy out there that can slow your progress. Notice I did not say stop your progress. I mean slow down your progress. So keep the peace. Let go of the need to be right. Don't be all standoffish with them. Say hey, be cordial, keep it cute, keep it handsome, and you know, everything will turn out all right. You know you have the integrity that can hold you in these times because you've been through it before. And maybe once before you used to always be the person where I have to let them know what's on my mind. Well, in this situation now, it's not the time. Okay? Don't do it in the month of June. Wait. And a time will come for you to have that conversation. But for now, it's not necessary, okay? All right, so these are the readings for the month of June for Aries. Don't forget to leave comments below. And if y'all can't leave comments in YouTube, because I've been wondering about that. I've been getting a lot of spam comments more than anything. Hit me up on my Instagram, magnoliaempress, and let me know. And I'll talk to YouTube and see what's going on with that, because I do appreciate feedback since this is a learning stage for me. So if you talk to me, give me pointers, and I'll make a point to keep those in mind, okay? All right, so I'll see you guys soon. Bye.